Hey folks, welcome to Vanden Brick City. I've got a lot of cool stuff to show you in this update, one of which is an old school 1960s Bell 47 there landing on the Atari Skyscraper, which features a newly built Atari logo on the top. But the big thing today is this, and I love it. It's my F1 Skyscraper, which doubles as a parking garage for every F1 car they've done so far. And they're stacked in order of the standings in 2024, so McLaren won, so they're on top. This isn't quite finished, it's a bit of a concept at the moment, and I'll show you all the details shortly, but you can skip to this time to see only the bit about the skyscraper. Otherwise, I've got a few other interesting things I've been up to in the city. I did of course mention the Atari logo. I printed this one originally, but I think it kinda sucks, so it had to go. I really think a brick built version is best, and this one it's much larger, but it doesn't feel crazy out of proportion. I put 5 1x1 tiles along the bottom which are meant to be the word Atari, so the A's in the word are those curved tiles and the rest are square. It's just sort of a suggestion of the shape in the word. I think it works quite well. I originally wanted to have a helipad on the KLM building as it's an airline, but it's just too high, you can't see it very well, and I actually want to see the helicopter. So it works better here, and it's just on trans clear columns, which is fine. I've basically recolored the LEGO Riddler helicopter, which is from a set back in 2019. And they 100% intended for this to be a nod to the iconic 1960s Bell 47, which was used as the Batcopter as well in the 1960s TV show. A cool design, it's very simple. I've also built a new sign for above the bank. I'm going to print a nice logo for ABN AMRO here. I'm waiting on sticker sheets to print it. I did print just on paper this huge billboard though, and I think it's awesome, because I wanted to have something very much from the time, a 50s ad, and this is for a Philips TV, which is a Dutch company, so it works. The TV is black and white with a picture of a mouse. It's so real looking, she's jumped on top of the TV. I think it's hilarious, and we actually had a very old Ferguson black and white TV, a bit like this when I was a kid. It was a spare TV we had back in the day. Anyway, I think it's a good place for it. It covers that plain wall as well. Another thing I was working on, I jazzed up this fighter plane too. This is from the Indiana Jones set. I've tiled it, I've smoothed it out everywhere, I've added guns to the wings, and I removed the Technic pieces from inside the fuselage. Just in general, tidied it up, and I think it looks better now. And the idea of course is to replicate the scene in King Kong when fighter planes are shooting at him atop Empire State Building. I think I'll suspend it from the roof though with some fishing wire, so I don't think I'll be able to display this at LEGO shows. Now back to the main city. I can't believe how close I am to being finished. I think the skyscrapers look great, they're all so different. The F1 building looks brilliant, I think. I'm going to change it a wee bit though. I was going to do 10 floors as there are 10 teams, so 10 cars, but the Kick Sauber one, which was at the bottom, I took it away as the building just became too tall. Sounds a bit daft, but that extra height is really significant. These floors are quite big. It was just too tall. Anyway, I'm happy with the curved side section, but I think I'm going to recolor the main brick built part on the left with red columns. I have this F1 logo tile I bought at a LEGO show, so I'm going to have to get some more of those. I put one of the Sauber wheels on here and put a red dish instead. So yeah, the rooftop isn't finished. I'm going to get some more F1 tiles like I said, and put some on each side and put a comms tower in the middle. It's such a unique building. I think when this goes on display, people are going to point this out immediately. They're going to see it straight away. I've never seen anything like it in any city, so hopefully it's a bit of a first as well for people when they see it on display. If you see the height compared to the other buildings, it would just be too big. I don't want it to be bigger than the police station, so I'm going to keep it at this height. This is actually a bit of a riff on a cool design I saw on Pinterest, which I then found on Rebrickable. It's a design by UK Custom Bricks, and they made this L-shaped building, which I don't really like it, but it's those curved window sections and the doors that you can open to put cars in. I thought that's cool. What a great idea for like Speed Champions displays. I don't really like the sign on top, and I think the white is just maybe too plain, but it's a cool design. I had bought all the cars over the last few months. I waited until they were all cheaper. I never paid more than £16 or £18 for any, some less, so it's around £160 worth of LEGO F1 cars. Not cheap. So this is working out to be quite an expensive building, really. Cool thing was though, me and the kids and the missus, we sat down and built 2 each, which was great. Lots of pressure to get the stickers on straight, but we really enjoyed sitting around the table and building all the sets. Mad thing is, they're all so different. The way they're built, it's really interesting. It's very clever by LEGO to do that. Each car is genuinely unique in the way it's constructed, and they all kind of look the same, but they're definitely different. Shame that they're all out of date already. Some of the teams don't exist anymore, and the colours and sponsors are slightly different, but it doesn't matter. I think it's a very cool range. I do have a problem in this design. The doors are not great. I have some older hinges which don't move as well, so the doors just come off so easy when I try and open them. The cars come out easy enough. I did base my design on the rebrickable version, but I've extended it a lot to fit in an F1 car. Each floor is tiled, but I might need some of those tiles for a future build, so I might take them out. The rooftop comes off easy, and each floor is built the same with 3 jumper plate tiles on the edges here. It holds it all in place. It is quite sturdy, but it does move when you walk past it here, so I will have to reinforce the inside of the white IKEA boxes that this stands on so it doesn't sag or move. As I said, the rooftop needs a bit more work. I'm going to add a few new signs and a few wheels too, facing the other way. The back section, I'm going to recolor some bits in red and remove the doors. I think they don't look good with the handle sticking out, and I don't really need them to open. As you can see, the doors, they come off so easily. The rebrickable thing, it's an interesting design, but for me it's not practical either. I don't need to remove the cars, and if I did, I can just take them from above by lifting the floor off. It's just big enough for the F1 car, but I couldn't put any of the Speed Champions cars in here as it's just so low down. It really fits here. I think it looks really good on this corner. Another good thing about this area here is it still means I can see in the back, I can see the billboards, and it's not too cluttered. This building just really works here. I will be making a flower market to go in the area outside the train station, and I'm going to have to fill in all the gaps here with paths, so that's a wee job soon. But next is the big highway at the rear. That needs to be done. I've got road plates ordered from LEGO coming next week, I hope, so gotta get on with it. Yeah, it's a bit of a bonkers building, isn't it? It makes absolutely no sense as well. How do you drive the cars in? Is there an office or a lift? Nope, it makes no sense. It's just a giant F1 car display, essentially, and that's it. You might have noticed my cloud backdrop. I bought these 2 ages ago, and I hang them over a frame. I did this when I took the city to Newcastle and Edinburgh for shows. It looked so much better having a backdrop, but I figured they're sitting doing nothing in here, and it would be good to have it in the room, so I popped it on the wall. Could do with being ironed though. The big problem though is they're identical and they don't really connect, so there's an overlapping white line and the image doesn't match up. So yeah, that looks a bit weird, but hey, it'll do for now. I think it looks quite good, especially when filming the city. It's nice to have the background. I have bright lights in here and the clouds just add to that atmosphere. However, I will look for a larger, consistent looking backdrop with clouds all the way around. I'd love to know your opinion on the F1 building. Do you like it? I'm genuinely curious. Have you ever seen anything else like it? I honestly haven't. I do think my city is pretty unique, but of course so much of it is based on existing LEGO buildings which have been modified and other people's designs that I've adapted. I think in future I might do more of my own designs, but you know what, I really do like doing my own take on the LEGO modulars, and the new Shopping Street modular which has just been released comes in January. It looks fantastic, I think, and I'd like to get 2 and make a tall building for the city to fit in somewhere. Just got to find space somehow. Just a wee look at the helicopter though before I put it up there for good. There's the printed LEGO post office wing thingy from a plane, I think it was. I used the Ferrari driver as the pilot, but I'll make another one for the helicopter. I'm dead chuffed with the Atari logo. I think it's one of the best things in the city, and not everyone will know what it is because it doesn't say Atari, and I think those in the know will be like, oh look, the Atari logo, that's cool. And that's one of the things I really want to achieve. You know, this city is designed to go on display for others to enjoy. And I think one can only hope that people get my sense of humour and share in my fondness for pop culture and nostalgia and things like that. And it's weird to think I'm almost finished. Well, I mean, it's not really finished. It's finished for display purposes. I mean, it will look good on display like this, but it's not finished at all, as I'm going to be doing interiors for many of these buildings, and I think that's going to be very fun. And I'll be tweaking things as I go along and adding bits and bobs, maybe adapting some more buildings and changing things up, so it'll never really be finished. I will be doing another update before Christmas with a complete F1 building. I'll have all the signs done and the flower market, and I will have started the highway as well, so that'll be soon. Thanks so much for watching until the end, and I'll catch you next time.